The Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 both rose in volatile trading Wednesday as traders grappled with the economy reopening and a big drop in tech shares. As of 2:05 p.m. ET, the 30-stock Dow was up 300 points, or about 1.2%. The Dow was on pace for its first close above 25,000 since March. The S&P 500 traded 0.3% higher after briefly trading lower. That recovery put the S&P 500 back on track to close above its 200-day moving average, a key level watched by traders, and over the 3,000 mark for the first time since March. The Nasdaq Composite dropped 0.5% as Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix and Google parent Alphabet all slid at least 0.3%. Bank stocks were broadly higher as investors cheered the prospects of the economy reopening. J.P. Morgan Chase was up 4.3% while Citigroup advanced 6.1%. The SPDR S&P Bank ETF KBE gained 4.9% along with the SPDR S&P Regional Banking ETF CRE. Both ETFs were on pace for their best weekly performances since April. Stocks that benefited from people staying at home struggled on Wednesday as investors rotated out of those names. Zoom Video and Netflix dropped 8.1% and 3.3%, respectively. Shopify, Amazon and Teladoc Health fell 9.6%, 3.2% and 8.9%, respectively. This is a rotation that we should get used to, said Art Hogan, chief market strategist at National Securities. He noted the broader indexes could be under pressure at the start of it since some of the stay-at-home names make up a big chunk of the S&P 500's market cap. It's not necessarily index positive when that mean reversion happens, but it's certainly much better to have this rally broaden out, Hogan said. Despite Wednesday's choppy trading, the S&P 500 was up more than 35% from an intraday low reached on March 23 as news around the economy and a potential coronavirus vaccine improve. All 50 states in the U.S. have reopened their economies to some extent. On Tuesday, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said the state would allow professional sports teams to resume practice and competitions. The market has been making a V-pattern upward and there's been a tremendous amount of skepticism around that, but we are just starting now to see some evidence in the data turning, said Michael Darda, MKM Partners chief market strategist and chief economist. Some better than expected housing numbers. As reopening gets underway, virtually all states now we are starting to see activity bounce off of very low levels. On Wednesday, the Mortgage Bankers Association reported a sixth straight weekly rise in mortgage applications. Data released Tuesday showed new home sales in April topped estimates. Sales of new single-family homes increased by 623,000 last month, beating estimates of 490,000, according to Dow Jones. Meanwhile, biotech company Novavax said Monday it started the first human study of its experimental coronavirus vaccine. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, said Wednesday the U.